mostly because I will confess, and OG listeners know this.
Mhm.
Um, I did not realize how incredibly necessary social safety nets were until I got involved in the Occupy movement in 2011. I was in Occupy Denver,
Mhm.
and I did not know how easy it was to fall through the net and how the system was not quite as helpful and build as advertised. And I always tell people, I've told this story a lot, and I'll tell it to you very briefly. I
Mhm.
grew up as a Republican and went to college. The liberal indoctrination did not work on me. I never joined college Democrats. I am bisexual, never thought gay marriage was that necessary. I didn't think universal health care was really that terribly necessary, all this type of thing. I went to grad school at America's oldest military college, a relatively conservative institution, as academics go, all this type of thing. And in 2011, I went down to the state capitol where I had worked in 2006 as a legislative aide. I got coffee. It was not a fancy job, everyone. I got coffee and made copies, okay? The title sounds great. The duties were secretarial. And um, and I went down there kind of first as a journalist because I told my mom, I said, I think this is the protest moment of my generation. I should be there for it.
Mhm.
Um, and I in the course of that, I went from journalist to gonzo journalist, being involved and reporting about it, all this sort of thing. And it was at that moment that I finally saw, what I had been told growing up, that, there's this, over generous, overfunded, welfare state, and that we, the good taxpayer, are financing a bunch of layabouts and weasels, as my mom would put it. And as I started to meet people who, you know, were nice, normal sort of people and just had, an elaborate cash flow problem, sort of thing, I began to figure out that Republican propaganda could not have been farther from the truth.